Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm going to show you how I made super easy paper flowers, and these are the rolled style paper flowers. And I use them in the centerpieces, which you can see that DIY here. If you want to go ahead and click on that, you can watch how I made my light up DIY centerpieces. I also used it to make my bouquet. In here, there's down here, if you can see, that is River Sonic as my stem. And then you can see the flowers. And I will also do a DIY video. You can click on that right here on how I made my bouquet. I am using a book, and I know there are going to be people out there that are going to be very, very upset that I am destroying this wonderful piece of literature. Let me start by saying the reason I'm doing this is because I love Sherlock Holmes. And people who know me know I am a huge Sherlock Holmes fan. I went to my local used bookstore and I found a book of Sherlock Holmes, the anthology. And this is not some special edition. This is just, it was a well-loved, the cover was not in the best shape book. I know. I am from the books are sacred generation. I get it. And the first cut, when I first cut into it, it was like I could feel it bleeding, and it was hard. Please don't be mad at me, please. I want to find pages that have a lot of writing on it. So, like you see, this is like all writing on both sides, because you're going to see both sides. I cut the page out that I wanted, and I picked a page that had lots of writing on it. It's from A Study in Scarlet. I like to do 2 per page. There are some that are bigger that are 1 per page. So I fold it in half, and this is the way for me to make a circle. And I fold it in half again, fold it one more time. So I'm going to do a quarter circle just like that, okay? And when you do that, you should end up with 2 circles. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It in no way needs to be perfect. So I have 2 circles, see? So what you're going to cut now is a spiral all the way around to the middle. The spiral needs to slowly get bigger. So one thing I do is, because I want the Sherlock Holmes to be there, I start the spiral right after it. Okay? Then in the center you're going to leave a circle. So it's going to look about like that. See? There's your spiral. So what you're going to do is you're going to slowly roll it. And you want to roll it fairly tight. For the bottom end, I want to keep it even, and the rest is going to start forming like a flower. That's all rolled up. All right? And it leaves that little tail open like that. That's where the glue is going to go. So now we're going to hot glue right where I showed you that tail was, right there. I'm going to put a little dollop of glue, and then I just press it in. This is very forgiving, very easy, just like that. And there I have a nice open flower. And every flower is going to look different because they're all handmade, so they're all going to look different. Now I'm going to do it tighter, and this time the way you're going to make it tighter, instead of that one's really wide open, is I'm going to make the spiral smaller and take longer to get bigger. Made it really, really tight, and I get to the end, kind of just let it go. Again, you're going to put a dollop of glue on that little tail. So you can see that one. It's a little bit tighter. So if you're going to use this for the light project that I showed you, the centerpieces, you're going to want to make sure, like with these looser ones, that you have enough of an opening in the center for the light to go through. Some of them I've made, this one would be too small for the light to fit through, if you see. I'm going to do a larger one. I fold it at a diagonal where I meet one end to the other, like that. And then I'm going to fold it again down at the bottom to make a triangle. Make it like this one, where you have it ridges, like that. Kind of makes it look a little bit more texture to it. I'm going to do the arch, but I'm going to do a couple of like waves. None of these have to be perfect circles, so don't beat yourself up trying to get it to be a perfect circle. So see, it's almost actually more like a square, but see how I made the edges? When I do the spiral, I'm going to continue with the waves. And that's going to give the feeling of petals. And again, it's the exact same method. I'm just going to roll it. And this one's going to be really big because we did a whole thing. So I'm going to roll it kind of tight, and it's going to end up probably looking like this, where it's going to be very, very tight. Keep saying that, and every time I say it, I'm like, I'm such a teenage boy. It's horrible. So because we did the ridges, it's not going to line up perfectly at the bottom, which is okay. I wrap it up really nice and tight, and then, see that? Just going to let go. Okay? And there you have your flower. And voila! So as you can see, these rolled paper flowers are super easy to make. You could make bouquets, you can make the lights like I did here. You could do it very easily with any kind of paper. So guys, if you want to check out my YouTube channel, you can do it over here. I don't always do DIYs. I actually talk about a lot of TV shows, so if you're into Sherlock or Supernatural, Doctor Who, Arrow, I mean, all this kind of stuff, you should check out my channel. I am going to try to do more DIYs like this, so yeah, so check it out over here, and bye!